Welcome back to us, King Master. Today, we're diving deep into the explosive drama surrounding the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Rumors are swirling that Meghan Markle could actually lose her title, and insiders are claiming she might even sue if it happens. That's right. What started as a glamorous Hollywood escape from royal duties could now explode into one of the biggest family battles in modern monarchy history. Stay tuned because we're breaking down every shocking twist, the palace drama, and what this could mean for the future of the Windsor family.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex may lose their title. Why? How did this happen?
Well, this happened because Andrew lost the title and Prince William.
Developing today, extraordinary claims that Meghan Markle is threatening to sue the British royal family and Prince William if her titles are removed. It may not happen with King Charles, but it's certainly going to happen with King William V. Your titles are gone. You're going to be Meghan Mountbatten Windsor. Your husband's going to be Harry Mountbatten Windsor. And all your...
Let's dive into the chaos behind the gates of Frogmore Cottage. For years, Harry and Meghan have leveraged their titles as a gateway into Hollywood circles, exclusive events, and high-profile partnerships. But insiders suggest the monarchy has finally had enough. Titles aren't just labels. They carry weight, responsibility, and history. The palace claims the couple has paraded these titles more as marketing tools than royal duty, and with Netflix and Hollywood contracts riding on their name, the royal family is drawing a firm line. Imagine the tension. If you were Meghan, how would you react knowing the very thing connecting you to royalty could be stripped away? It's a high-stakes game of power, prestige, and reputation.
So, the idea that yes, the original contract will be terminated, but will Netflix want to hang on in case, the worst case scenario, the Sussexes separate?
Worldwide. In 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex fled Frogmore Cottage for a private, quiet life in glamorous Santa Barbara, far from the cold British weather and...
even when he was over here, people were comparing the engagements that he was doing with what Prince of Wales and Catherine were doing. And it's very counterproductive. But having said that, I'm all for...
Harry and Meghan sat down with one of America's biggest broadcasters to share stories of alleged racism, royal family feuds, and mental health struggles. Kinsey, I want you to take us back to just prior to this bombshell interview.
Now let's talk about the impact of the infamous bombshell interviews and documentaries. From Oprah to their own memoirs, Harry and Meghan have turned private palace matters into global headlines. Alleged racism, mental health struggles, and internal family feuds were broadcast worldwide, and the media went wild. The question now is, did their fight for privacy paradoxically make them public property? Every revelation shifted attention away from official royal causes and onto their personal drama. It's a masterclass in how modern celebrity and royalty collide. And the burning question for audiences everywhere, does transparency justify the fallout? Or has this couple crossed the line into full-blown hypocrisy?
What was actually said is Meghan made the claim that her child did not receive the title that she felt that he deserved or had, wasn't.
And just wait your turn.
In his book, Prince Harry writes about a fight he had with his brother in 2019 over Meghan Markle, a fight that he says turned physical when his brother grabbed him by the collar and pushed him to the floor.
The tension escalates when we look at the financial and branding side of things. While Harry and Meghan stepped back from royal duties, they kept the perks of global recognition, the coveted Sussex brand, and endless media coverage. Critics argue it's exploitation of privilege under the guise of freedom. The palace, however, has remained patient until now. With Prince William and King Charles stepping in, the game has changed. The monarchy is no longer watching quietly, it's actively reclaiming its narrative. Imagine being in Hollywood and suddenly realizing that the royal brand you relied on might vanish. How does one maintain influence without a title? That's the drama unraveling right before our eyes.
The coverage around him is not about the causes that he would be championing within the royal family. Yeah. It would always be about the controversies of the last 5 years, because that is the attention that he gets when he's back here. And I just don't see that dying down maybe, we're still talking about the Duke of Windsor and all of those sorts.
Step back from the royal family, but they will remain valued members of my family. What do you think about
I thought that was a deft statement. And I think the Queen's PR people are better than the PR people that Meghan and Harry hired. They hired the people that dealt with...
The hopes of Prince Harry returning to the royal family appear to be dashed. The palace was quick to shut down rumours of a royal comeback, with the king reportedly ruling out any suggestion of a part-time role for the Duke of Sussex. Our Europe correspondent...
Piecemeal moves by the palace to slowly rid Andrew of his duties. The public wanted more from the king.
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein?
King Charles was heckled earlier this week, with polls showing 63% wanting Andrew stripped of his dukedom. But the prayers of the monarch go alongside the lack of confession from Andrew, and the judgment of many that the royal family has taken too long to grasp the severity of this case. And has the palace gone far enough still? Andrew will now be forced out of Royal Lodge in Windsor and packed off to the...
Let's not forget Prince Andrew's downfall and how it sets the precedent. After years of scandals surrounding Epstein, Andrew was stripped of his titles. The public demanded accountability, and the palace acted decisively. Now, Prince William is reportedly using the same logic for his brother and sister-in-law. Enough is enough. The monarchy cannot afford reputational damage from members flaunting privileges without responsibilities. Insiders suggest that William is done playing nice and is ready to enforce consequences, even if it means letting go of family sentiment. The stakes? The integrity of the House of Windsor, public trust, and the monarchy's global image. That's real power, and it's about to collide with Hollywood ambition.
Unprecedented in the 21st or 20th centuries. I think very telling of just how significant a moment this is for the House of Windsor.
Is this moment that...
Stuff to do with family overwhelms me quite a bit. You know, worry or stress around family side of things, that does overwhelm me quite a bit. But in terms of... They would know things, they'd be everywhere. And if you let that creep in, the damage it can do to your family life is something that I vowed would never happen to my family. Mm-hmm. And so I take a very strong line about where I think that line is, and those who overstep it.
Now here's where it gets personal. Meghan has built an image as the modern, philanthropic Black Duchess. From Instagram bios to charity work, she has capitalized on the title's prestige. But when that title is threatened, panic sets in. Sources suggest she is preparing for a legal fight, ready to defend what she sees as her rightful status. Meanwhile, the monarchy is signaling no royal title is guaranteed, even to a former working member. This is the ultimate clash of old-school duty versus modern celebrity, where personal branding meets centuries of tradition. If you were in her shoes, would you fight to keep the title, or pivot entirely to a new legacy?
I mean, I feel like that was heartbreaking to hear that she felt like she was in her own family.
Kris Jenner celebrating her 70th birthday. This is over the weekend at Jeff Bezos' house. Oh, God, these two, they're just everywhere. Harry and Meghan, absolutely everywhere.
Woman, right? But look at what happened when Link Lauren, our friend, just randomly bought her products online this week. So just
swelled up with ego. She doesn't even know when to control it. Like, at this point, you need to just shut your mouth, okay? That's ridiculous. That's what I think.
Yeah, and the thing... I'll do everything I can to make sure we don't regress in that situation.
It sounds like the monarchy will be shifting in a slightly different direction.
Royal Highness, despite the fact that she and Harry stepped away from their royal roles in 2020. Damn!
The global implications are massive. Strip the Sussexes of their titles, and suddenly every brand partnership, red carpet invite, and royal connection collapses overnight. The empire they've built off the back of their royal identity could crumble. Prince William, determined to protect the crown, is reportedly prioritizing duty over brotherhood, stability over scandal. This is a pivotal moment. The monarchy is transitioning into a modern, disciplined institution under William and Charles, leaving no room for Hollywood theatrics or contradictions. Meghan and Harry may have believed their narrative was untouchable, but even the most carefully curated image has limits when it challenges centuries of legacy.
It was not to be used publicly, and she was giving a friend some strawberry jam that she made herself, and she wrote HRH, the Duchess of Sussex.
So were they
okay, so that was a private...
Yeah, look, I honestly don't believe that William is that vindictive, but it does actually tell us a lot, because this guy, Jason North, now, however it's pronounced, he was...
A really now not holding back. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. I want you to react to a couple of examples of this, P. Dinah. First, Meghan Kelly and Piers Morgan.
As a younger brother of the king, living at Fort Belvedere, very much on his own terms, no way, you couldn't have two kings. And in this case, I don't think you can have two princes.
Believes she could be next in line for a royal reckoning. Finally, she's understood what's really going on. A source close to the couple said, Meghan's really anxious that William could one day use his position. Meghan has taken it as a clear warning that no title is guaranteed. If anyone tries to take hers, she's not going to stay silent. William won't care, love, let me tell you.
So where does that leave us? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, once adored, now face the real possibility of losing the very titles that gave them global influence. The monarchy, led by Prince William and King Charles, is drawing a firm line, emphasizing accountability, tradition, and the preservation of royal legacy. Whether Meghan fights back or steps aside, this is a defining moment in royal history. And for the public and media, it's a fascinating study of power, privilege, and perception. If you found this drama as jaw-dropping as we did, smash that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more explosive celebrity breakdowns. The royal saga is far from over.